I'm sorry, guys. My line was muted. Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I was behind the scenes munching on my little snack. But it's Tuesday, people. And it's time for Marital Medicine. And all I can say is thank God in heaven that was the last episode. But they did say that it's going to be a 3-part reunion. Oh, not 3 parts. A 3-part reunion. So we're going to see how this 3-part reunion goes. But this we ended off with, and we started off with, they were still in Hilton Head. Still in Hilton Head, and they asked Alicia about the money. Alicia is 10 toes down that she spent the money on her kids. That's what Alicia said. $150,000? I mean, do you have nannies? What's going on, Alicia? But we already broke the code last week. We know Alicia got that money in an offshore account somewhere, just in case. Alicia says she spent the money on the kids. That's her story, and she's sticking to it. This was 10 years for them. So they had them a silver themed disco party. And they had the dinner, and they asked the question, has anybody here ever contemplated divorce? Toya and Eugene spoke. And we know several others. And Phaedra says she liked the way the group encourages couples to stay together. Phaedra said that had she been around like-minded people when she was going through her situation, maybe she would have still been married. That was shocking to hear that from Phaedra. I said, ooh, woo. Yeah, she did. So they had a little talk. And this is Dr. Heavenly said that the couple she favors the most at the table when it comes to the same thought process in terms of relationship as marriages, she said is Dr. Kima. She said Dr. Kima has the foresight to verbalize the truth. She said and her and Dr. Daddy lived that same way. That was interesting. People at the table were shocked, like, excuse me? You admire Dr. Kim? And then I think it was Dr. Simone, she had to say to Dr. Damon, she was like, is this true? He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He likes the traditional stuff. So who would have known? So that's what happened at the table. And you know, they said Dr. G, they appreciated Dr. G for showing up and coming to the event, even though the whole season they've been dogging out his wife. And Dr. G said he always kept in contact with the men. You know, but men relationships are different than relationships with the ladies. Ladies, we always plucking at each other. Oh, shoot. Oh, hold on, Doreen. Who was just on YouTube saying he was controlling her? Alicia or Dr. Heavenly? Talk to me, girlfriend. Talk to me. So, you know, so Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Demi said she said, I honor, you know, they honor Dr. Kim and Dr. Alicia. Heavenly, you know, I'm going to be good. I'll hold my thought on that. So Dr. Jackie, Dr. Heavenly, and Phaedra are in Jackie's office because they setting up for the Met Gala. They trying to talk about the Met Gala. And they're discussing how Toya don't want to give up the money. Now, the numbers, y'all can remind me, the numbers I heard being tossed around was like $1,000. Not $10,000, not $20,000, like $1,000. The show may make Dr. Alicia get a divorce. Dr. Alicia not going nowhere. She not. She not going nowhere. So they was discussing how Toya felt like because she was bringing wine from her wine collaboration, she didn't have to pay. And I'm thinking to myself, tacky Toya strikes again. Child. Listen, I'm saying to myself, $1,000? If all they wanted was $1,000, I mean, here you go. And I still come with my wine, and I still do whatever it is I need to do. So Phaedra, I mean not Phaedra, so Toya, Dr. Simone, Dr. Eugene, and Cecil. So Eugene and Toya go to Cecil and Dr. Simone's house. And she's like, you not backing me, Dr. Simone, because Dr. Simone, she was sitting there like, girl, just pay. Just pay. Yeah, the wine was free to her. Yeah. And she spent $17,000 on the bag. I mean, come on, make it make sense. You can't give up $1,000 for this event. So the first thing that came in my head, I'm like, okay, are these two having money trouble again and they just not telling us? Now, I'ma say this. I thought it was real tacky of Dr. Heavenly to announce that at the event with all the doctors they being there and everybody else in the community and on TV. I thought it was messed up. But what do you expect? It's Dr. Heavenly. No boundaries, none whatsoever. So then when Eugene go to talk to Damon, he like, whatever, pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, but he like, whatever, that's my wife. It is what it is. It happened. Don't let's not do this. I was like, huh? Oh, shoot. You said Toya did that to Contessa? Well, you know what? They do say you reap what you sow, right? You reap what you sow. Dr. Heavenly is very tacky. I wouldn't have did that. Now, so that was an awkward moment for Toya and Eugene, and they ended up leaving. And as they was leaving, Quad came in. Quad was very awkward. And listen, if Bravo would have gave me a check or required me to come to that last scene, the Med Gala, nobody was speaking to her. So it's sad that the only face she could be in is the face of her ex-husband's wife. Talking to Sweet Tea like they besties. Then you couldn't stand Dr. G and you want to hug him. I sat up in my bed. I said, what's happening? Can I hug him? And she said, ask him. Sweet Tea said, ask him. I said, what? It was awkward. I would have just stayed home. They could have kept that check. Yeah, the whole scene between Quad, Dr. G, and Sweet Tea was cringeworthy. Yes, it was. That wasn't really growth. That was awkward. You could say hello to me and not hug me. Yeah, Quad should have spoken, moved on, not seek him out. Yeah, it was, Dr. G should have walked away. Yeah, it was uncomfortable to watch. It was awkward. Yeah, she needed that check. Yeah, Dr. G was nervous because he was like, what? She done talked about me like a dog. Say I'm a whole, man abuser and all of that. Now you want to come hug me? Say I look good. I'm all cleaned up. I said, what the heck is going on here? Quad should have kept it moving. I could see a hello, not go find your husband, Sweet Tea. Where's your husband? Come over here, Dr. G. It's all right. Huh? And then we got Curtis. Oh no, we don't have Curtis because he was not there, right? So I'm just joking when I say we got Curtis because Curtis was in the DR yet again. They did all of this foolery and crying about going on a couples trip, and on the way home from the couples trip, Curtis didn't come home. He went straight to the DR. Those are my thoughts. What kind of business does he have that he has to be on a consistent basis in the DR? Make that make sense. But he want to tell her, cut down time on your business. You need to spend more time with me. And now he's in the DR. Make that make sense. husband or not. I'm not changing my lifestyle up like that. They get you all hemmed up, twisting you all up. You making all kind of changes, and he still ain't here. You know, this is very sad, but I'm going to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You know, once somebody cheat on you, it's just go. Just go. Just go. It's a wrap. It's over. The respect is gone. The trust is gone. And it just usually goes downhill from there. You making me hire another OBGYN, leave my office at 3:30. You don't want me to chart. I can't decompress by looking at my social media, but then you in the DR. And I got to FaceTime you. I got an appointment vet, the Med Gala, you ain't here. But good luck, Dr. Jackie. Is this what you want, just to say you still married? Girl, Dr. Jackie says she's 60. So you got more years behind you than in front of you by design. It is what it is. We got a birthday and we got an expiration date. We don't know the expiration date, but it's going to happen. And you wasting your good years on a man that's calling himself your husband, but he in the DR. You done got that house, fixed it up all nice, and you in that house lonely. She don't have a dog, a husband in there. Well, good luck, Dr. Jackie. That's what you want. That's what you got. And then Anila came. She came with, out of all people, she showed up with Toya. What was that? Huh? The Met Gala was awkward. Cute idea. Very nice. But it seems like it was their event, but the core people that held the event, it looked like all of them left before the event was over. Toya and Dr. Eugene left when Quad came in. Then they said that Heavenly was gone. Then next thing you know, Dr. Jackie is leaving. So I'm like, well, who's here? Oh, I can't picture Dr. Jackie having another man. I could picture Curtis having somebody else. I can't picture Dr. Jackie having another man. I would have to see it with my own eyes. Pictures and videos and everything. Was Anila husband there? He's a doctor. I didn't see him. And I felt like Anila came along with Toya. And then Phaedra showed up with, I don't know who that young guy Phaedra showed up with. But Phaedra came there with somebody. What happened to Quad and Anila? Listen, guys. Let me tell y'all, we ready? We're gonna board this train. I need a what? I need a choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. It's time to board the train for our recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 10, episode 14. Thank God. Thank God. It was the last episode. And if I had to rate the whole season, it was okay. It was okay. Hey, Brandon, I appreciate you. I love you, Diva. You should host a panel in person. Woo! Ooh. Y'all know I'm in Jersey. I don't know how many people that watch are in Jersey. I could do Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania. I got family in PA. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. But Brandon, I love you. Thank you so much. Let me bring the people on in the building. Hey, Leo.
Hey, Diva.
Hey, Dawn. Hey,
in-person panel would be good.
That'll be cute, right? I would have to see how we have to set it up. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Katrina.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. How's the car thing going, Katrina? Okay, you good over there?
Yeah, I'm sitting over there waiting. I've been got approved. I got approved through Capital.
Well, don't talk about this anyway. Mama. but you good. Okay, you good.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So listen, guys, we could probably do this thing in one swoop. Ain't much happened. Much didn't happen, right? So listen, like I said, they would when they came back on, they were still in Hilton Head. Oh, Lorraine. Oh, okay, Lorraine. Love. Okay, we're gonna have to figure this thing out. So when they came on, they were still in Hilton Head. And Alicia is 10 toes down that she lose 150K on the kids. She very, I like the way she moving. She ain't saying too much on this TV screen. She just a smiling and a laughing and said, I used it for the kids. And she just agreed to whatever they were saying, and she kept it moving. That was it. They go to dinner. They talk about 10 years of friendship, the highs and the lows. And they talked about who contemplated divorce and how they resolved that. Now, I will say this about Phaedra. I do agree that within the Married to Medicine group, they for sure encourage couples to stay together versus some of the other shows, the reality shows that I've seen. So I will give that. I will definitely give that to Married to Medicine. They legit never wanted to see any of the couples part. I mean, when it came to Dr. G and Quad, it was hella toxic. So I think that there was no turning back for those two, right? So that was that with those two. This thing with the Met Gala, my thing is, listen, if we're giving an event and we have a plan and everybody's supposed to give up $1,000, $1,500 or whatever, here go my money. Or if I don't have it, I'm going to let you know up front, I ain't got it. Do the Tasha K. I ain't got it. But I'm not going to try to do a bargaining situation and say, because I'm bringing this, I don't have to pay for that, especially if no one that's in the organization of it all doesn't agree with that. If y'all say I need to give up 1,000, I'm going to give up 1,000. I think it's embarrassing that they came over to her and said, take your sign down. I think it was messed up for Dr. Heavenly to announce that Toya didn't pay in front of the group. I think they should have kept that on the back scenes between all of them and maybe had a little meeting later saying, girl, you was wrong for not paying. And you got the nerve to have your sign up here. But I think the way it went down, it was messy, it was shady because it was amongst their medical professional peers. And all I could think of, if it was truly only $1,000, girl, you and Eugene don't have that. But again, Toya likes to do her thing. She want to be part of this tennis club. She got the kids in the school that's $30,000 and whatever $1,000 a year. Listen, do what you want to do with your money, but then you got to let the people know fun. Listen, guys, I just don't have it. But anyway, I digress. So, Phaedra shows up to the Met Gala. Everybody was there. All I can say is about that Met Gala is that let me see who wore it best. None of the outfits really stood out to me. They all was fine. Nobody looked horrible. Nobody looked like so incredibly good. They all looked fine. But I just think that Quad should have stayed home. It was awkward to say the least. Leo, you're up.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Look, so I enjoyed this season of Married to Medicine. Mm-hmm. I actually thought it was refreshing because I did take a peek at the Potomac girls and they disgusted me. The Potomac girls disgusted me. Then I rolled through the Married to Medicine, and Married to Medicine to me was a whole lot more refreshing because of the men involvement in their relationships with each other as well as their wives. And as far as it goes with the 10-year anniversary, I really thought it was a good thing. I thought I enjoyed seeing the flashbacks of where everybody was at different points in their relationships. I enjoyed seeing where Toya and Eugene was at in different points. I enjoyed seeing where Simone and Cecil was at. Dr. Simone and Cecil, Dr. Eugene and Toya, Dr. Jackie and Curtis, Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon at different points. I did enjoy seeing the flashbacks of their relationships because it solidifies the fact that this show is about being married to medicine. And so because that is a rolling theme, we get to see what that actually looks like being married to medicine for these Black folks. We really did get to see that. We got to see the ups and downs, the highs and lows, and what they went through, the conversation that they had, the last dinner about whether, anybody ever said the divorce word or the D word. So it also solidifies the fact that people are married, but it's difficult. And people do get to point sometimes each other. Even Dr. Eugene said, yeah, I asked for a divorce. And why wouldn't he? He married to Toya. So, I was glad to see that part. The fact that he owned up to the fact that this has been difficult for me, not only for Toya, but for me too. What I found interesting is the way Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon looked at everybody else when they themselves never raised their hand and said they ever talked about divorce. I don't know if the looks was given, we have talked about it, but we're not going to admit to it, or they haven't really talked about it. I don't know. Everybody is in their own relationship. You don't know what goes on between two people, but I found that interesting. Their looks was giving something, but I'm not quite sure what it was giving. Okay. And getting to the Med Gala, it was unfortunate that Toya wanted to make a big deal over $1,000, because don't people pay for booths at the expo like they did at Love and Marriage? Don't people pay already to contribute, and then whatever they have to pay for their merchandise to exhibit during the expo is a whole nother expense? So y'all putting on a gala and it's a big deal over $1,000. I'm not understanding where Toya was coming from to have this issue. As soon as I think I understand Toya, then she throws something at me that I don't really understand where she coming from with that. I don't understand it. And then Dr. Eugene stood up. But this is the thing, though. Dr. Simone did not go for it. She was like, oh, no. Oh, H, no. I don't. You need to pay them $1,000 just like everybody else. And what you do, how you get your wine and that's on you. But everybody else paid, and you need to pay too. So I don't get that. Dr. Heavenly was foul. To me, the Med Gala was cringeworthy all the way through and through for me. Mm-hmm. Because I cannot understand why Heavenly won't shut her effing mouth. Like, why you gotta talk so much? Why it's gotta be so open? Toya didn't pay her $1,000. Toya didn't pay her $1,000. It's not that serious. If it is that serious, discuss it among the group in private. Mm-hmm. Don't put it on full display in the gala. Quad, girl. They told you, production told Quad to come through and try to create a scene. Mm-hmm. And what really happened is that Dr. G and Sweet Tea never fed into the scene. Mm. They kept their composure.
They did.
And she kept feeding. Where's Dr. G? Can I give you a hug? Oh, you look so good. Y'all, I'm so happy for y'all. She was still kept fishing for a reaction that she never did.
Mm-mm. He was standing there like,
Yeah. You acted more happy to see me than you ever acted
that part. That part.
You ain't never really liked me. Now you like me?
That part.
I was
to the point you want to hug? You want to hug me?
Yeah. And the people asking, like Dr. Jenkins said, well, who invited Quad? I can tell you exactly who invited Quad. Production invited Quad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Production invited Quad. And it was cringeworthy. It was just like, I could barely even look so.
Yep, I appreciate you. So listen, let me tell you. Well, one, the chat is saying that Dr. G is suing Dr. Heavenly for defamation of character. And also I have to look into a little more, but the word on the street is that what's the name? Simon spent up Portia money.
I saw that.
I hope Portia wasn't that foolish.
I believe she did let him spend the money.
Oh, good God.
Because he's a scammer. And scammers do what scammers do. And he got her as well.
Oh, good God.
But she was here for it, though. She was happy to do it.
Oh. Don, you're up.
So my view tonight may be different from others. Sometimes it is. I'll go back to the first scene with Dr. Alicia and her husband. The 150,000 is a lot of bit suspect, especially on your kids. I'm not sure if they're in private school, but they're little kids. It's not like they're in high school with multi, events that they have to do and sports and clubs. And so 150 grand a year is a lot of money, especially when she's not a full-time or she's not working full-time, something that she said herself. So I would want to know where that money is as well. Now, on the other hand, I am a traditionalist as well. Not to the point where I have to raise a woman, but I do like the tradition. Let me handle it, babe. I got it, babe. Don't worry about it, babe. You don't have to, babe. I'm a traditionalist that way. As the old wives' tale says, the man is the head, but the wife is the neck. All men always know that the wife is always going to get her way. But the fact that she submits and he submits to each other it's not like I think Kimball, is that his name? Kimball, whatever his name is. Yeah. He said it the wrong way. If he would have said it differently or try to soften it up, and her as well, then it probably went over. And Dr. Eugene agreeing with it, Dr. Heavenly has always said that, that's the way their house is ran. So that wasn't shocking to me that he agreed with it. I don't think he agreed with the harshness of that, but the traditional household, I wholeheartedly, that's something that I like. It's something that I grew up with. She's not the slave of the house. She has her voice and equal opinion, but it's just a traditional household. When Toya and Eugene got to over to Simone's house, there's going to be an issue with Toya and Simone next year, because all this season Simone has been kissing Toya's butt, no matter if Toya has been right or wrong. And this is the first time that Simone in a few years has disagreed with Toya about anything. They've never shown it on film. If it happened in the privacy of their friendship, that's one thing, but they've never shown it on film. In a few years, them two disagreeing since that big fight that they had. So I think this is going to roll into next season. And while they were having that scene, the other ladies was at Dr. Jackie's office talking about the situation. Now, while I was traveling today, I listened to Dr. Heavenly and Carlos, little chat that they had. And so things came up that kind of pricked my ear with that. And I'll just move on to the event.
No, what came up? You can't do that. You can't leave no cliffhanger. What came up?
Well, she said that Dr. Jack, this was not an event sponsored by Bravo. Did not pay for this. She said Dr. Jackie put about $10,000 into the event. Dr. Heavenly put about $7,000 into the event. Phaedra got quite a few sponsors, including a full bar with wine and champagne and all types of liquor.
Don't she know how to do that thing? God,
yeah. So Toya's wine, the 40 bottles or however many bottles, the $1,400 worth of wine that she brought wasn't even necessary because all of that was taken care of by Phaedra. I believe that wholeheartedly because Phaedra has contacts.
Yes, she does.
And that bar was stacked. That bar was packed. So I do believe that. And the money that was put in, you know, she said the whole event cost about $25,000, but they wanted the ladies to put their $1,000 in for the step and repeat.
Got you.
That not the event, but just for the step and repeat. So that shows that advertisement. But Toya didn't want to do that because she had $1,400 worth of wine. That don't compare to $10,000 that you put in cash and these 2 cases of wine that you got for free. Toya didn't come out of her pocket with that. And like you said, Toya has all these fancy clothes, you know, all of these pocketbooks, and y'all moving every season, and you got 7-story closets, but you can't pay $1,000 for a step and repeat because you brought 2 cases of wine. Something's not adding up. She also said that the comment that Dr. Heavenly said was in response to Eugene. Eugene took the mic from Phaedra because all of the women who actually sponsored the event was on the stage and Toya was still in the audience. Toya never even came up on the stage because she knew she didn't sponsor the event. So while all of the ladies were giving their, you know, thank yous, Eugene grabbed the mic from Phaedra and said, we also need to thank Toya for 14 bringing all this wine. And then Dr. Heavenly said, Toya didn't bring anything. She didn't donate no money. So it was in response to what Eugene said. They just didn't play it. So once again, Eugene needs a peach. He needs to stop being so messy. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If Eugene would have grabbed my arm like that, he would have been needing heavenly smiles. I would have knocked all the teeth out of his mouth. You don't grab another man's arm like that, trying to check him about something that the women are talking about. Keep yourself off the stage. First of all, if your wife wanted to be on the stage, she should have went on the stage. He had no business going up there. But he wants to be seen. And then he grabbed that man arm. I was pissed when he grabbed that. I just knew Dr. Damon was going to hit him. I knew he was going to swing because you don't grab another man's arm like that unless you're ready. Be ready. Put your drink down.
Oh, darn. Oh, darn.
And when it was, now, when they were leaving out, everybody had left. And Anila, why is she there? Toya is so, I just don't understand because Anila was the one who said you were having an affair. She was the one who said you had something to do with her house being broken into. But you showed up with this lady and you can't stand Quad for saying the same thing Anila said, but Anila rode with you.
Come on now. This is the foolery with these shows. It's the straight foolery.
Make it make sense. How are you still with the woman who you sat at Quad's house last year and pointed at her and said you would F her up for lying on you, saying that you were cheating on your husband and you had something to do with her house being broken into, but you let her ride in your car and you show up to an event with her. But you so pissed at Quad for saying the same thing. It's something deeper going on. And it's been going on since season 1 when Toya walked in that event and went straight to Quad and started hammering her. It's been going on for a long time. It's deeper. And to me, when it comes to exes, if I see me and my ex-wife run into each other all the time, and if I see her, I always give her a hug.
Right.
there's no bad blood between us now. We had to grow to that. I think that Quad may have grown to that a little bit, and Dr. G hasn't yet. He hasn't moved past everything he's angry with her about. But Dr. G still wants that woman sexually. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing, because that nigga was sweating. Because even Sweet Tea said, "What's wrong?"
Now the Don,
the Don.
we was on the car together the whole time. But you got to remember, even this season, she was shading Dr. G.
Yeah, she was shading him the whole time. But he could have said 2 letters. No. He didn't even have to come over there. He could have turned around and went the other way. You grown.
He
You
didn't
a whole
know
man.
he was on TV, and they already come at his neck for everything that happened between him and Quad. He was frozen, and it was like, what the heck is going on? She calling me over here now. This woman has been shading him like crazy in the confessional.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I can't get on the car with you on that one.
But if Quad said yes, Dr. G would say okay.
Charges in the bag. Okay.
And everybody left. It was a lackluster event to me. I understand the premise of it, but it was just too fast. They should have showed everything that happened at the event instead of starting at the couple retreat. And that little montage they did, I think they should have added everybody into that montage. They should have added Contessa. They should have added Buffy. It's been a lot of good in and outs on this show.
Yeah.
And I understand they're not there. They weren't there at the but if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah. It was very lackluster, but I'm mad at the fact that Bravo pays for everything else, but they wouldn't pay for that Met Gala. I don't like that. That's not fair to me. I think that's sad and that's messed up. But I could understand. I think. Oh, okay. I thought somebody got dropped off. But so they had to put up their own money. I'm tired of like the shows, the Married to Medicine, the Real Housewives of Potomac. They're not. It seems like they don't get the same budget to do things, and I think there's unfairness in that. But if everybody's in the group is putting up money, the only way I'm not coming up with that type of money, I would just tell y'all straight up, like, listen, y'all, I just don't have it. But
right. And D, but one more thing before I say, Dr. G, we can say, yeah, he didn't want Quad. But for the preview next week, when that nigga said I could have Phaedra, I fantasize loosely what he said. I fantasize about this woman.
He said not in real life.
Okay, I gotta go look at that again. But we gotta wait. When I see one, I'm gonna see it. But he was talking in reference to the fact when they asked him about that $4,000.
Yeah, he did, but he still said it not in real life. So that means you having some watery dreams.
I cannot. Why would he be having dreams about her when that woman had when they was married? She wasn't putting it down. She wasn't.
No, not Quad. He said that about Phaedra.
Oh, Phaedra. Oh,
yeah.
Phaedra. Okay.
He heard about Phaedra's skills in the streets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't want to say it, but you said it for me.
Okay, I gotta marinate on that. I ain't. Yeah, and Phaedra looked like she lost a lot of weight come reunion time. Okay, yeah. Okay, Shan.
I don't know where we at, but listen, Dr. G was nervous. He was nervous. I agree with you, Don. He was nervous, but he was looking like, what is this heifer gonna say about me now? Right. I'm sweating. Oh my God, she's coming close to me. Mm-hmm. Listen, I was like, why is Quad trying to hug his neck? But then I was like, is this reverse psychology? Is this like, let me show you how unbitter and unbothered I am. So let me hug on you and smile and, oh, you look great. Because I wouldn't have done that. If I had such a tumultuous relationship, and I believe her, I always believe the woman and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Like, I believe what she's saying, like, that's her experience. But there is no way I have such a tumultuous experience relationship and I'm going to try to hug on your neck and stuff. I'm going to say hello to everybody in the room. Then I'm going to go on about my business, you know. But then I was like, maybe she's just trying to seem very unbothered. Listen, I love Toya so much. Y'all know she's my favorite. But the thing is, I disagree, Toya. Like, that looked bad. You should have talked to your girlfriends and been like, you know what, guys? Instead of the $1,000, I'm going to bring wine. If that was a mutual understanding, like, okay, you can bring the wine, then fine. But you don't make it a point because it's not your event to say, I'm bringing wine and I'm not paying. Either it should have been a conversation that the wine was going to replace your payment, or you could pull a Tasha K. I ain't got it. But it don't look good when you pull up in your blue Porsche, you know, because $1,000 to them is really nothing, right? I don't think she's broke. I think she's just being petty. I didn't like how I didn't like how she was promoting her wine at the event. That was so savage to me. And I love Toya, but I gotta call you out, Toya. I didn't like that because it was like free promotion. And then I watched Dr. Heavenly's live with Carlos, and she was saying how she put like so much money, like she put like 6,000, and like Dr. Jackie put 11,000 and stuff like that. I was like, damn, that looks so bad, Toya. And then, like LaDon said, she said it was in response to Eugene. He was thanking Toya and stuff, but we didn't see that part. And that's when she took the mic from him, and then she was like, she didn't pay. Because at first I was mad at Dr. Heavenly. Like, if you're really my friend, you better call me and tell me how you feel. Don't try to embarrass me in public. But then I understood the situation. This is the thing. Dr. Simone, are you serious? There's no way a heifer is kicking me out of nowhere, no island, and then I'm going to call you and be like, hey, girl. When she said Quad should have called her, I was like, okay, now you're just playing. Because there's no way I would have been kicked off a trip and then called the person who kicked me off a trip. I liked Quad's outfit that she wore to the party. She looks really nice. Dr. Alicia, she was trying, but then her look was kind of annoying me with the big old pink thing. It was giving very much Phaedra, very much extra. Yeah.
It looked like her reunion dress, but the short version.
Right. Somebody get Dr. Alicia a stylist and a good man.
Don't do that. You know, Kima's a good man. He has his, listen, I think I said this the last time we talked about it. You know, nobody maybe verbally says it, but when you're in a relationship, you both train each other. You do.
Well, you teach people how to treat you, but not like a puppy. Like,
what's the difference, though, Sharon? Right? It's training. It's training, right? It's training.
Absolutely.
Come on, Don. You know, if your man like coffee, you're gonna turn on the coffee pot and get their coffee in the morning, right? If they like Starbucks, you're gonna go to Starbucks. You coming back with their Starbucks and yours, and they do vice versa. It's no different. You know, my son's father, I would get up if it snowed, my car was already clean and I was ready to go and whatever. That's this, that, and the other. You train each other. So we don't use the words train, but it's no different. And I ain't going to take this into the night train, but at the end of the day too, you train each other how to do adult things together, and both of y'all are happy and satisfied. It's training.
Yeah, period. Okay.
Period. Right?
One more thing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I didn't go home with that.
The way they were talking, what Leo said, when everybody raised their hand, then Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Eugene looked at each other and they were like, ugh, I'm so over this. My marriage is perfect. My life is perfect. I'm flawless. Okay, sure. Congratulations. We love to see it.
I think, you know, like I said, listen, Quad knows how to show up ready and dressed, right? She did slay at that what she wore, but I still think she should have stayed home. Emmanuel, you're up.
I agree. And if I recall correctly, wasn't one of the complaints that they had against Quad that she always showed up late? Well, it looks like she showed up late here too because everybody had already left when she got there. So she ain't changed nothing. Um, Listen, I like Toya this season, but I do think she should have paid, especially because last year at the reunion, remember she brought all those receipts of all the money she gets from all the brands, and
You
she's
know
like,
what? Talk about it, Emmanuel.
She was like, "Oh, I get $6,000 a week," and she was pulling all these businesses that she had. So if
Mhm.
you're so rich, it's $1,000. Really? Come on now, that's nothing. It's
Mhm.
not like it was 5 or 10. Um, Contrary to popular opinion, I love seeing Anila. I like her. I hope she comes back. I do. Um, Dr. G, was he nervous? Hell yeah, he was nervous. But who wouldn't be nervous seeing their ex-wife who, let's remember, they ended on bad terms and she
Right.
continued to drag him all throughout the divorce and even after. And she's still doing it right now. So it's crazy for y'all to think that he was going to be like, hey, Quad, like start a conversation. Of course not. Absolutely not. So I think that was a normal response. Um, Heavenly, messy, and so is her husband. I think E called it yesterday, and she said he's very problematic. He is. He does not check his wife. He lets her do whatever the hell she wants. I brought this up a while ago, but one time when they were on vacation, and Heavenly insulted Mariah's mom, and Dr. Aiden told Damon very calmly to please get Heavenly because talking about the moms was getting too personal. Damon wanted to fight Aiden for just saying that. So my point is, they're very problematic. Very problematic.
But I'm gonna say
Uh,
this. Excuse me, though, Diva. I'm gonna say this. That is why Dr. Damon gets what he wants in their marriage, because on other ends he let Heavenly run wild, but on his end he get what he want from Dr. Heavenly. He get his king position. She does a submissive thing for him, and on the other end, because I've seen these relationships. These women that bark so loud are mice in the house. They mice. They bark outside the house, and their husbands ain't gonna pull them in until they feel as though it's necessary or it's getting on their nerves. They'll pull them in. But Dr. Damon get what he want from Dr. Heavenly, so therefore she run buck wild on the rest of us.
Yeah. I feel like because Heavenly lets Dr. Damon do whatever he wants, so he lets her do whatever she wants.
Mm.
And that's it, and that's all. If you caught it, you caught it. If
Yeah,
you didn't,
I'm right there with you, Diva. I'm right there with you.
Read between the lines.
I really feel that way. And so they have their own little whatever relationship. She covers for him, he covers for her, and it is what it is. And that's what
And
they
then she put it
do.
in her ear. Mm-mm-mm. Sad, sad, sad.
Yeah. That's what I'm going. That's what I dropped down, Special K. That's all I'm saying. Yes. Emmanuel, did you finish?
Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Appreciate you. Juanita, you're up.
Okay, I got to go straight to heaven and then I'll backtrack.
Okay.
That was uncalled for. Now Toya was wrong. She should have went ahead and if they asked her to pay the $1,000 and she wanted to still donate the wine. You know, Toya's my girl and I love her and everything, but she should have went ahead and paid the $1,000 and then donated the wine. You know, just do it. All of it is a tax write off. So you know she could have done it that way. Now as far as what's her name, Alicia, and $150,000. Y'all know Alicia got that money stashed away somewhere. She ain't no fool. She saving for a rainy day, so she'll have something to pull back on, and probably putting more to it. And let's see, the gala was nice. I disagree with Quad the way that she acted towards Dr. G. I'm with you. She should have just stayed at home and been done with it. But as far as her, it was almost like she was just kind of flirting with Dr. G to get under Sweet Tea's skin. But they handled it. They handled it very, very well. They really did. And then he turned around and he kissed his wife to let Quad know, hey, I still love my wife regardless. And I'm kind of like Leo. I had said that the women who bark the loudest are the ones that don't have any say in the household. That's why I believe Heavenly act a fool when she get out, because she don't do all carry on like that, at home. She probably don't even raise her voice at Damon for nothing. And then, like you say, he gets what he wants, she gets what she wants. So he just let her run amok. But I hated that Eugene didn't stand up to Greg didn't stand up to wait a minute. Eugene didn't stand up to Damon, because that was out of place. That was really, really out of place. And I wish Eugene had said a little more to him and told him, you need to check your wife, because that's what he would have did if somebody else had did that to Heavenly. He'd have stepped out there and said, hey man, you need to check your wife. So that's what he should have did. So that's all I had to say. But it was a good show.
It was a good show. I think Dr. Heavenly is mouthy in the house. Remember, Sweet Tea said, you told me you took a pot upside Dr. Damon's head.
And they do that in retaliation for all they done put up with. But that don't mean that's something she do on the regular. Because after she did that, he laid the law down and she took it in.
Yeah. Listen, I can't wait to see the reunion, because I'm looking forward to see the person that wasn't even on the show, Apollo. Okay, I want to see what Apollo got to say. I think the reunion is going to be interesting. Do I think we need 3 parts? I do not. I don't think it's necessary, but we're going to see what it is. I do want to know what Quad is boo-hooing about. She broke down and is like,
oh yeah, I saw that. I do
probably them all turning against her and throwing her off the island.
No, it was said on the internet that she was crying because of the fact that somebody brought up about her. Was it her niece that was on the property? Yes, and that kind of got to her.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. But then Simone said to Andy that if she tell the truth, then I'll be cool. But if she don't tell the truth, she said, then it's going to go down pretty much. And I'm paraphrasing.
She did say that.
But why is Simone so pissed at Quad telling the truth, but not Toya telling the truth? I'm gonna need Simone to shut her mouth and her teeth.
She does. The selective outrage is crazy, right? And I mean, you already beat this girl down to a stick. Just let her go ahead and go out gracefully. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap with Quad. Now, somebody in the chat put something interesting. They said they wonder if they kicked Quad off the show at the wine trip, knowing they was about to have the couples trip, and it would have been really awkward for Quad to be there at the couples trip. I don't know, but that's an interesting theory.
Phaedra was there giving nothing. So Quad would have been there too.
Right.
Phaedra was there giving nothing.
Yeah, but Phaedra wasn't married to Dr. G before. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Phaedra is reality TV gold. That girl knows how to give a show, and she knows how to fit in. She knows how to kind of lean back and when to lean in. Phaedra knows how to do what she do. Because, I mean, even at the dinner table, like you would have thought, what does Phaedra really have to say? And then for Phaedra to come in and pretty much say, listen, I wish I had, this togetherness when I was going through what I was going through. Now, do I think she would have still been married? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so either?
Because there was criminal charges involved with that, y'all. So keep that in mind. Phaedra trying to save her own skin.
That's true. You are correct. Katrina, are you good? I know you busy. Can you talk or maybe not? Okay.
Well, Phaedra knew Apollo was a criminal when she married him.
Well,
She
that's
did.
That's facts.
She did, and they the same kind. Because I think that Phaedra is crook adjacent, adjacent, crook adjacent.
Yeah, she's
Phaedra knows how to throw a rock and hide her hand too.
Yes, she does. That's a good way to put it.
Knows how
Yes,
to
she
wiggle
does.
out of stuff.
Yes, she does. She definitely does. She does, and I'm 10 toes down that Paulo took the hit for the family. And
that, that makes him a real dude, though.
Yep.
That makes him a real dude.
Yep.
But he's supposed to be telling the truth about everything on this reunion. So he's supposed to say everything that Phaedra didn't say that they wanted her to say.
But I think that's going to disappoint a lot of people.
You think so?
But because I don't think that Apollo is going to tell what people want to hear. Yeah. I think he's still reserved about Phaedra. And I think that he still loves that woman.
I was getting ready to say the same
because
thing.
You're not going to show up for your children's mother on a show like that, and you got a wife.
Well, yeah,
but it doesn't even make sense they brought him, because it's like we didn't even hear about him.
But they didn't.
It's
they
not
didn't
like
bring him. They didn't bring him. Phaedra brought him.
Oh, you better speak on it.
Yeah, they didn't know that he was coming.
I heard Phaedra brought him, but I heard Phaedra wanted a different outcome than what she got, but Phaedra brought him to kind of talk about the co-parenting. And the rumor is they're trying to, I guess, I don't know where they're going to slide him into. But we know she's not going back to Roa now, but I'm going to try to slide her back to Roa. But I heard Phaedra brought him and but it wasn't for she didn't get the outcome that she thought she was going to get.
But then Apollo played his hand well. If she didn't get what she wanted out of it, that still keeps him in play.
Well, absolutely. Well, see, you know what? Apollo and her are the same. They know how to do reality TV.
They are the same. And they very humble. He's smart enough. He's smart, but he ain't smart enough to keep his ass out of jail. But he is smart as well.
Well, good, but he doesn't. A lot of people, unfortunately, when they've been in the system, they come out and don't know how to find their way, so to speak. E, you're in the building. You want to say something?
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
I came on the channel, and the first thing I heard was Phaedra knew that Apollo was doing crime when she met him. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I thought was, no, Phaedra was doing crime when she met Apollo. See, we know this via Angela Stanton, right? So, also...
You love to bring her back in the picture, E. Go ahead.
I do, because I'll never forget her working at the insurance company, according to Angela Stanton, and her making those duplicate keys using those VIN numbers, and then Angela and Apollo driving off the car lot, allegedly. So, the other part was Phaedra and Apollo are both narcissistic in such a way. They love being on television. This is easy money. And then they use being on television to pivot into other projects, similar to what Candy does with the restaurants and the bedroom candy and so on and so forth. Apollo has been trying to get back on TV for a while because him and Peter were trying to do that construction show that never got picked back up. And so if I remember correctly, Apollo's wife made some shady post about him being on the TV. Does anybody remember that, or is that just me? It was some shady thing that she posted, and if I can find it, I'll bring it back up. But
they both were on marriage boot camp too.
Yeah, so thank you. Hey, Miss Anita. I'm not buying this notion that Apollo really loves Phaedra and this, that, and the third. I don't believe that their co-parenting relationship is all that great, because if it was, he would have been at the kid's birthday party, because the birthday party was when school was out, and there's no reason for Apollo to be there, because I doubt that he was working on the weekend. So I believe it's more to the story, and I can definitely imagine that things did not work out in Phaedra's favor. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm no Phaedra fan, and I want us to be realistic when we talk about this woman. I don't believe Apollo loves her. I believe Apollo wants to be back on TV, and this was the great pivot. Look at you doing that, Diva. Don't do that.
Can I say something, Diva, real quick?
Are you good, E?
Yes, I am complete on that.
All right. Well, listen, you know what? Time will tell with everything, right? I'm gonna cover the 3-part reunion. Did I get to you, Emmanuel? I did, right?
Yes, but can I say something real quick?
Of course.
Just a legal note, like Sunny does. Phaedra Parks has denied any allegations of any criminal wrongdoing, and she has not been convicted of anything. Let's put that out there. Thank you.
Go on, Attorney
God bless you,
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Go
Excuse
ahead.
me.
Bless your heart.
God bless. Listen.
Excuse me. I'm getting a legal note as well.
Oh, shoot.
In the game of chess, pawns go first. In the game of chess, pawns go first. And somebody made the statement that Apollo was not smart enough to stay out of jail. No, in the game of chess, pawns go first. The queen, you protect your queen at all costs because she has the children and she has the access to earning legal money that much more than he does. So that was smart for him to do that for his children. And I can't wait for the reunion so we could talk about how often he sees those children, because Phaedra already let it be known he doesn't pay for the children like she wants him to. Thanks.
Boom.
Yeah, he doesn't have it though. But look at what your boy Simon Gubati is doing. He getting him
more debt.
Yeah, but how?
Y'all better check y'all Experian.
You better check your credit card statement. Is what you really need to check.
Because he's unbothered.
For electric automobile, he said the first of its kind. What do y'all think? Should I purchase one? Laughing emojis.
Lock your debit card.
Check your pocketbook to make sure your credit card is in status. Okay.
He must got a new CPN number.
Go on your apps and lock your debit cards up tonight. Lock your credit cards up.
He might be spending Portia's money.
Child, listen, Scambodia. Listen. Well, again, I have to do a little more research, but they're claiming that he spent Portia's money. I really hope she wasn't that foolish.
I hope he did.
But I read somewhere where it said Portia had a prenup.
Yes, she had a prenup.
Yeah, so I saw a video about that.
If they had, well, never mind. I digress.
Well, that's her karma then. Spending her money, yes. Because she went into this girl hot tub, stole her husband, and wanted flaunting on the internet. Yeah, steal all her money. Swipe.
Well, I think I read earlier that she asked the judge to please enforce the prenup so they can both keep their assets.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Portia. You can keep Go Naked Hair, and Simon, you can keep all your CPN assets. We got it.
But that's of what's left. You're gonna keep what's left, not what you had in the beginning. So if he wiped her out,
he's probably spent all that.
Right.
Well, that's the word on the street that he spent all the money, but I mean, she allowed it. I mean, you wanted to flaunt that bad and be married. I always thought that she was still in love with Dennis, but I always thought too that Portia just wants to be a wife. And I can understand that, right? I get that. But you can't want to be this wife so bad that you will deal with any type of foolery. But I think also not just that she wants to be a wife, she wants to be a wife with somebody who has a ton of cash and a
rich man's
That's
wife.
what I was just about to say. She's all about the money.
The lifestyle. Portia wants to live a lifestyle that she can show off on the internet with. Good luck.
Well, good luck now, because I mean, at least she's fortunate that she signed this really good deal with Bravo, and maybe next time she won't fall for the nonsense. I don't know. Hopefully,
next time she will fall for the nonsense. She will do it again.
Oh,
well, because look how she did Dennis. She dropped Dennis for Simon because I guess she felt like Simon had more money than Dennis.
No, Dennis dropped her in the beginning. Dennis
did he?
Her.
Yeah. He didn't. He wasn't ready to get married, and that mother was a piece of work too. Dennis' mama. Dennis got one of those mamas where she's treating the son like it's her husband. Dennis got one of those mothers. So Portia would have had a lot of. Portia.
And you know, I also heard that Dennis back for the other team allegedly.
Oh.
So she can't win.
Oh, give me my smelling sauce, please.
I know.
And my church fan.
Where your church fan at, girl? Where your church fan?
He's definitely a mama's boy for real. I mean, you got to let up off your son, girl, lady. Come on.
Wait a minute. I've never heard that. They said that Dennis is for the other team.
For the other team, I have heard that in the streets repeatedly.
Really?
Not once or twice, repeatedly. But you know, I don't know, because I keep in mind, I don't know these people. So I don't know for sure.
Well, she got another Cordell as a baby daddy, allegedly. Allegedly. Well, listen, guys. There's so much on the street. Tomorrow night we're doing trending topics. I don't know if I'm dealing with this Diddy thing because it's too much. It's too much, but I have to think about it overnight, and we'll see what we're going to talk about tomorrow.
And it's suspect. And if we want to talk about it, we can talk about it, but we only going to be talking about like unsubstantiated stuff that's really shaky and all of that. But you know, I'm here for it if y'all want to do it.
Right. I agree with you, but I will say this. I believe the kids, unfortunately, all the Diddy kids, and Baby Love is the luckiest one. She's the smallest, right? So maybe Baby Love is going to get saved. But I believe all the kids, they saw too much. And I think, see, no matter what family you in, the oldest child always is, and this is, don't take it literal, but understand the oldest child is always the test dummy. And the oldest child is always going to see the most. And the oldest child, if you got a family and there's a divorce, the oldest child is going to take it the hardest. Hence, Northwest. You understand what I'm trying to say? They just do. And so Justin is the oldest out of the Diddy clan. And Justin, you know, he got caught with the DUI. I think that Diddy raised Justin like he was one of the boys, the bros. And I think Justin saw a lot. But I think all the kids allegedly saw a lot, because if your daddy likes to walk around in his birthday suit, it's a lot. And I think that their daddy, I think Diddy, 24/7, I think he runs off of substances. I don't think he has a moment where he's sober. Justin is Albie Shore's son, and his name is not Justin. His name
Quincy.
Is Quincy. Quincy is not Puffy's son. Justin is his firstborn, because Justin's mom is Misa. Misa, what's her name? Misa Hilton. So yeah, and Justin, remember that Diddy had a restaurant in New York. I want to say his first restaurant was named after Justin.
It was, and he had one in Atlanta as well. Justin's.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So Justin, I keep saying Dustin for whatever reason. Justin is his firstborn, and Quincy is Albie Shore's son, right? Albie Shore.
And look just like Albie Shore, don't he, Diva?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But I'm just wondering what Quincy, Justin, and then that other one. What's the other one? I think his name is Christian. Christian is darn near Diddy's twin.
He is.
And that Christian, he know how to party too. But he got a girlfriend. So maybe he's a little calmer in the sense of, you know, he has a steady girlfriend. But I feel like Justin parties a lot with Diddy. Yeah, Christian Combs calls himself King Combs, and he got his girlfriend, and he do what he do. He parties, but I think Justin is now this is King Combs. This is another one. This is Diddy's twin, and that's his girlfriend. But he been with this girl for a minute. And look, that's his daddy over there. You see daddy back there? There go Justin right there. They all together somewhere partying. It's happy birthday, bro. So it must have been what's his name? Christian's birthday. Look at him. Oh damn. That's baby love.
He is his daddy's twin.
He's his daddy's twin. Now look at cutie pie baby love. She's gorgeous.
Oh my God, she's gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
She get ready to get stole.
Yeah, she is though, right? Look at him with his daddy. Look at him with his daddy. That's his twin. That's Sean. Too bad Diddy came out going so sinister. That's all the kids right there. That's
the boys.
That's the boys. That's Justin right there, and that's Quincy back there.
Yeah, and Quincy looking like I'll be sure. Oh my God.
Ain't he though? Mm-hmm. Look at all of them when they was little. They see that one right there? That he look, that's Diddy. That's little Diddy.
And that's Big Diddy.
Yeah, that's Big Diddy. That's the twins. You know what's sad? He got a beautiful family. That's mama.
That he done slapped up.
Yeah, he
I can't. I can't.
Now that's the beauty.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's sad.
And he looking like, you know, the great Satan adjacent to me too, right there, that picture.
Yeah. That's Christian though. That was him with his mom. That wasn't Diddy. That was Christian with his mom.
Yeah, I saw that, but he looked like him in that picture.
He do. He looked like that's Diddy's twin right there. Mm-hmm. They used to the lifestyle. What they gonna do when this man goes down? I hope Diddy is moving the money right now.
Yeah, he better put it in a trust.
Yeah, he better put it in a trust, right, Don?
That girl looks so much older.
Oh my gosh.
I
was just about to say the same thing.
I know she's probably his age, but she looks so much older.
She looked like she got BBL and everything, right?
She got a BBL from me. Like they say, took some fat from me and put it into her.
Look at him. He love his dad. They love their dad. It's a shame this man is so sinister. He got a whole legacy that's about to go down because their daddy's going down.
Because in the day, you don't stop, you won't stop was the greatest.
Yeah.
And poor Stevie J getting caught up too, right?
Listen, you know what? Is this the girlfriend? How does she wipe her behind with all of that on the nails?
Them nails be stinking.
Have stuff all up under them, probably. Ew.
Look at him stunting like his dad. This is his twin for real. Look at them. These are twins. These like twins. Look at them two.
Mm-hmm.
Spitting image.
It's like he had him instead of the woman. It looks like Diddy spit him out.
But you can tell by their closeness, he been engaging in the same type of things that Diddy has been engaging in. Oh. They got shared secrets.
Oh my God!
Come on, Leo.
Not shared secrets. Oh darn! Look at baby love. Look at baby love.
Oh, she's as cute as she could be.
It's cutie.
She's as cute as she could be.
He outside.
I love a chubby baby. Oh my God, she is so cute.
Yes, us living in me and baby love. Me and baby love going on the walk.
Oh my gosh, she is so cute. I would not let my baby close to these monsters. No way. Oh my God.
But the thing is though, Leo, like I said, I hope he is currently moving the money, because or else these kids they gonna be moving next to us. They ain't used to living at this. They used to private jets. All this money. Look at him. This is money right here.
And they spend the gold card or the black card or the platinum card, and the bill is paid at the end of the month. They ain't used to like the envelopes that we get to say you got to pay your bills. They're not used to that. They not.
They not.
They don't get no envelope. They don't get no bills in the email to say you got to pay your bill. They don't get that.
No.
They do not. Look at Baby Love. Look at Baby Love.
Take that big old ghetto chain off of her.
Got her bling on. It said bad.
Bad.
She's adorable.
She is adorable.
She looked just like him.
Uh-huh. Look at him at the golf course. He always with his daddy. Oh my God.
What his parents say? Daddy what?
The big talk. C3 out now. C3, CPAC. I don't know what that is.
Oh boy,
Oh, I can't play this music.
Oh boy, please.
I think they'll be okay because I think they have their own thing going on. Like I think he does music, the son. But I don't think anybody buys the music.
He don't have
anybody buys it.
Yeah, Shan, he don't have that type of money.
He's talentless. Talentless.
Well, the problem is
once Diddy go down, who's gonna, sign his music or buy,
Oh, who gonna have the creative mind to keep something going that's profitable other than on the coattails of my daddy?
Well, the problem is that you lost your mother, and so you're only being exposed to this gaudy and nefarious and narcissistic lifestyle, whereas your mother could have instilled in you some humility, some responsibility. I feel like this is going to be a bumpy road for this young man.
Listen, he been doing this. Did you see the video? He been doing this since he was little.
And we don't even know if this young man know how to read or write. We need Felicia on the line to see what their education was, because he really comes up. Can he read a contract?
I don't know if I'm be able to do this tomorrow, y'all, because he got, I think, what is it, 7 kids? They look at this boy in Houston.
I love that bag though. I'm gagging.
Yeah, he not used to having to worry. Like you said, he don't got to worry about nothing. Whatever he spend at the end of the month is paid.
It's paid.
He a nice looking kid. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is him when he was little with his daddy. Happy Father's Day to the best dad in the world. Diddy, I love you.
Aww.
Somebody put your pops is gay. They ain't had to do that.
You know what though? These kids was born to royalty. They was born in the black royalty, music royalty. And oh my God, I can't believe I just seen what I seen.
I know. I thought it was just me, Leo.
Reflection of it.
Yeah.
He's wild like his daddy.
Yeah, but at least he got the girlfriend. His daddy is just with 199 different people.
He probably is too. They just not on. Oh, look at that Kim Porter. But he probably is too. It's not on the forefront because these are very young men. They are not established and not have chart their own particular path. It's just the path of their dad.
But if you all notice, none of the stars that attended any of his parties are talking about this particular situation. Somebody asked Floyd Mayweather the other day about it, and he said he refuses to say anything negative about Diddy.
I saw that interview. You're right, Don.
Because you know what I'm thinking, Don? Because they know in one way, shape, or form, they know all of them participated in these parties at one time or another.
Yep.
They all probably have stuff on each other.
Uh-huh.
And that's the thing. That's the reason why they all quiet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was by design.
Yeah.
Diddy already knew he would not have been able to sustain that particular lifestyle as deep-rooted as it was, and the debauchery if others did not participate in it. Oh, look at this, honey. Oh,
there's no that. She's definitely older than him. She's beautiful, but I agree with you.
Yeah,
maybe he's looking for an older lady to guide him. I don't know.
Oh no, see,
allegedly.
Midnight. Hey yo, Miami, meet us at Vendome. It's up. We going up. We going live. Happy birthday, boy.
Won't stop. Told y'all.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
See y'all there. But the countdown has begun.
Man, these people right here.
All right, y'all. I don't know. We might deal with this tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't know. It's too much. It's too much. And then at the end of the day, too, it's really too much because, allegedly Diddy, unalived mommy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. But I will tell you this, though. See, the thing is what's so sad is Diddy's a mess. He's very sinister, but at the same time, it's like he took care of Quincy like he was his own.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's to keep the
As
males
he
in the
should.
tribe.
No, I'm in agreement with Leo. I think it was that male ego between him and Albie. And I feel like there was.
I took your son. I took your son.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree with E.
I took your light-skinned son.
I agree with E.
You got to do that, Katrina. Listen. I love y'all. And let me say this too. I watched that Kelly Rowland movie on Netflix.
Trash.
Oh, no.
How was it?
I appreciate you, Leo. Trash.
No.
Mia Culpa?
Yeah.
No.
Trash.
How was it, Eve?
I heard it
'Cause
was
I know
trash
E
too.
watched it.
Excuse me. It was despite the writer, executive producer, and all things that is Tyler Perry. I believe he, in my humble opinion, allegedly, he wrote this movie about him and Christian Keys, But I feel like Kelly looked absolutely great from scene to scene. It was nice seeing, a beautiful brown-skinned woman cast in the lead role, her and Shannon Thornton. And I think they did the best with the script they were given. And I think if we had some additional writers on the bill, some Black writers, and even a female writer in the room, I feel like that could have changed the script and given it the spaghetti sauce it needed. But all in all, Kelly took this film from probably a 0 to about a 6 as far as on the scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the best. It was a good 6. Remember, this is
amateur acting.
This is
No, you said change the whole script to make it better.
Well, it's Tyler. Tyler wrote the words, and
so it was not a good movie then.
But we can't put that on Kelly though. Kelly did.
No one did.
No one put it on Kelly.
Yeah, we love Kelly.
You just said it was trying. Let me say this. The most disgusting scene was.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know when she came back to what's his name, Zaire. She came back and he was with another female. He didn't brush his teeth. He didn't use no Listerine. He didn't go. And you was good with him being all over you.
Very low budget.
Yuck.
Just nasty and disgusting.
And disgusting, Juanita. Yuck. And I'm saying to myself, so you was pissed at your cheating husband, but you come to a man who you see is doing things with somebody else. The girl gets up and leave, and he all
Diva, somebody in the chat, Increase Matters, she said yummy.
And not understanding your audience.
And he didn't wash hair nor hair.
That's what I'm saying. At least you should have had a shower.
Come on now, Leo.
Yeah,
go in a shower.
Bad then.
But see, that's why I told y'all he needed another writer in the room, and a woman writer to kind of smooth out his rough parts. This is coming from Tyler.
The FO parties out of his head, because that's all I could think of. This what goes down at those parties.
At the red room when they showed it when she followed him. Yeah, that puts you exactly in the mind of those parties that they have.
But Kelly Rowland's motivation video looked just like that scene. But the video looked just like that. It looked just like that party scene that he went to. It looked like a FO party, if you remember. So I don't think that Kelly was too taken aback from it, because her music video from years ago looked just like it.
She thought she was doing something in that movie.
Right.
Around promoting, and she messed up at the Today Show, and thank goodness, because the movie wasn't nothing anyway.
That's it.
Trash.
That's it, and that's all.
That's it, and that's all. Listen, guys, thanks for being here. We'll figure out trending topics tomorrow. For Diddy kids, let's say a prayer for the Diddy clan, because they are not going to stop coming for his dad until they put him up underneath somewhere. And you know what? I hope Diddy is in rehab somewhere.
Because he sure been hanging low, isn't he?
Say that again.
I said he's been hanging low. You hadn't been,
he has.
him.
Well, you know what? That's smart about him, right?
He ain't in no daggone rehab. No, he's not, Diva. But I'll save that for another night. He ain't in no daggone rehab.
But at least he's smart. He's not getting caught in these streets by TMZ, Page 6, nobody. He in that mansion hiding somewhere.
Because a narcissist don't change their stripes. He feel like he is good. Y'all got the problem, not him.
Are y'all gonna see the Bob Marley movie?
Listen, y'all. Good night and goodbye. I love y'all. If y'all got nothing to do at all in your life, go to Netflix and watch the Kelly Rowland movie.
Not if you got nothing
to Ooh, as Denzel used to say, ooh, the shade, the shade.
Good night and goodbye, y'all.
Good night.
Good night.